So this video is basically just me turning my OCs into Pokemon trainers. I got this idea because someone compared my Sona to Silver from Pokemon. I remember how much I love Pokemon, and I still love Pokemon. I'm getting back into the Pokemon craze. So to commemorate the Pokemon craze, I made my OCs into Pokemon trainers. It's actually really fun. I enjoyed it a lot and adding little motifs. I do think that I could probably do better in the future, and I will end up doing better in the future when I do this again. I'm going to start by showing the speed paint for my OC Daxon. Now, normally Daxon, he's very shy, definitely introverted, but he really shines through performance. And a Pokemon that I wanted to give him was Houndoom, because first of all, I love Houndoom. And although I don't know much about Houndoom personality-wise, they just seem like really big, scary dog energy, which I feel like he has a little bit, because he looks a little bit intimidating. Like, he looks like very cold and not nice, but he's actually really friendly. And I just love Houndoom. But the problem that I was really facing was that he is also a twin, and I wanted to design his twin as well, and I wanted to give them correct me if I'm wrong, Plusle and Minion, but those are electric type Pokemon, and I had a dark and fire type, or mainly a dark type in Houndoom. But I said, like, the heck, I'm just gonna give them the Pokemon that I want to give them. But you know, if the trainers in the anime that we actually follow have 100 different types of Pokemon, then so can mine. Now I really like this design. I tried to give all of my designs like little motifs or patterns from their Pokemon, and I gave him the bone motif from Houndoom, and I had the colors from Plusle. So I just think it was really good. I was originally gonna give him Minion, but since I realized that Houndoom was also a fire type, I thought putting red in his design would make more sense for a fire type. So that's why I did that. And I just love how it turns out so much. He looks so swag. I just love it. And now we're going on to his twin sister, Bella. So going on to his twin sister, Bella, was a little bit harder for me, specifically because I picked Clefairy as her main Pokemon, and then obviously she had Minion. And although the pink and the blue wouldn't really be a problem, like, she would obviously be giving Sylveon vibes, but that's kind of unavoidable. Clefairy doesn't really have like any motifs, and I wanted to do like Clefairy's swirly with her hair, but I didn't want to change the actual character's design. I just wanted to Pokemonify it. Like, I didn't want to change their core design and like their hairstyle and stuff. I wanted to just give them outfits and piercings and all that cool stuff. So what I settled on doing was doing blue fingerless gloves, and I actually did red fingerless gloves for Daxon, and that's because both of them, Plusle and Minion, they have colored paws and like colored hands, so I thought that was a nice motif. And the cuffs on her dress, being blue, are supposed to be like the minus or subtraction symbol. She also has the subtraction symbol just as a necklace, and also a little blue hair clip. For Clefairy, I tried to keep her design like very round, just generally rounded out. Since Clefairy isn't a very interesting design, she's basically like a Clefairy is just a pink blob, like a pink circle with cat ears and a little swirly. Really not that visually interesting. Making sure that I kept to the roundness of Clefairy, and I also added things like bows to make the design more visually interesting, as well as making sure that the tips of her shoes would be white because Clefairy has little white paws. Personality and why I gave her these Pokemon. So Bella is the less shy and more extroverted twin. She's very kind and she's very caring, so I felt like Clefairy, who is mainly seen in the Pokemon centers and the clinics, would definitely fit her. And of course I gave her the twin Pokemon with Daxon. I was actually considering for a while, like I had my heart set on Houndoom for Daxon, but I was considering doing Gengar for a little while because I see like a lot of Gengar and Clefable art, and I was originally gonna give Bella Clefable, but then I realized that like Clefable's really rare and I don't want them having like legendary and really rare Pokemon. It was really fun designing these characters and trying to put things from both Pokemon, despite both of the Pokemon being almost complete opposites. If I were to give myself critiques, I would make Bella's design more visually interesting and I would simplify Daxon's design. I will definitely be designing the rest of my OCs as Pokemon trainers. I was thinking about it for a couple weeks before I decided to just go ahead and do it. Now the question of whether I'll be making a video on it is really up to you. If people actually watch this and like this, then I'll probably end up posting another long form video on this topic. If not, then my next long form video will probably just be a Speedpaint compilation, or want to try drawing some Halo characters, Halo Reach characters, simply because I heard of it from my comments.